welcome to you. My name's Dale and this is Dale's Addiction. This video comes as a request from you guys. Even though I got some great feedback about filming my unboxings on location as I went throughout my epic trip to the Emirates and Europe, some of you still wanted to see a good old-fashioned haul, a video including everything that I purchased on my trip. And I won't lie to you, it scares me just a little bit to do that, but because you asked so nicely, I'm going to attempt to do it. I hope I haven't forgotten anything, and if I have, I'm sure you guys can remind me in the comments. I am not even going to attempt to do this in any kind of order. I'm just going to take you through random pieces and tell you why I selected them. I will link all of the unboxing playlist in the description box below, but really this is just an overall summary, why I chose them, were they on any list, and you know, do I have any regrets? I've got things strewn around me everywhere, so this is going to be super interesting to see how this video goes. Alright, let's start with fragrance from Louis Vuitton. I purchased these in Paris. I have Viv Connolly to blame for Le Sable Rose. She talks about it quite a bit on her channel. She often talks about fragrances that really appeal to me because they're more amber, white florals, really beautiful, almost unisex kind of fragrances. I had picked this one up in Louis Vuitton a bunch of times, but for the price of their fragrances, there was always something else I wanted to spend my money on. That's the beauty of holidays for us Australians traveling abroad, is that there's more incentive to pick it up because A, the recommended retail price is less than it is here, and B, we get the added incentive of getting the value added tax refunded. So definitely one that I had to pick up, just like a grocery list really. And the other one that I picked up was Stellar Times. Now, Stellar Times is a fragrance that I already have, but it's an investment because of this artist collaboration packaging. I don't think it's one that they can actually refill in the boutique, and so again, I took the opportunity whilst I was away to pick up another bottle of this one, and I will just link I will list the names of them in the description box below. But for me, I love the kind of floral and woody scents together. To me, they smell really sophisticated. They kind of, I don't know if they suit my personal chemistry, but I feel like they smell amazing, especially when it heats up and they start to kind of, you know, emanate. Okay, the next thing that I have sitting in front of me are the fabulous Roger Vivier pumps that I picked up in London. I was shopping with Meredith. These are just divine. Take a look at those buckles. Unbelievable. They're a 7cm heel, which makes them perfect and comfortable in my opinion. I love this washed out denim finish with this really stressed, pearlescent kind of buckle. They are perfectly done but undone. I've been watching these for quite a while and thinking, can I spend that kind of money on shoes? And I didn't get a tax refund. The recommended retail price was slightly less than here in Australia, but the opportunity to purchase in a Roger Vivier boutique and try them on and try some other bits and pieces was worth it. So yes, I told you this was going to be random. Next, I have this beautiful foulard from Fendi that I picked up in Milan, just passing by the Fendi boutique, and I loved this because of the fuchsia colors. I loved it because of the trunks. I loved it. It was hanging up on display. It wasn't styled to be worn, and I actually thought that was really fantastic to be able to see it, and gave me the idea that I should buy it and frame it for my home. So I have no idea where I'm going to put it because wall space is becoming more and more rare, but it's absolutely gorgeous, and I will find a space and I will update you once I figure out how I'm going to hang it. The next piece comes from Chanel 31 Rue Cambon. It is simply this caviar card holder with this gold, interesting kind of finished buckle. but on the inside it is pink. Can you see it? The lighting is a little bit washed out because I've got so much natural light coming, so hopefully it's helpful. But yeah, it's got this gorgeous kind of magenta-y purpley pink on the inside of it. I love my Chanel graffiti card holder. I think these really soft, malleable ones are fantastic, and if I was going to recommend a Chanel anything, it would be one of these. The next piece is these Louis Vuitton sunglasses that I picked up in Taormina. These are just so fun. They have this kind of ombre, you know, kind of gradient lens, but an ombre kind of finish on the arms and on the frames at the front as well. I just loved wearing these. They're light, they don't have those things that stick into your nose or your hair doesn't get caught in them. They're amazing, they're fabulous. Check out the unboxings for more details, peoples. Flicking back to Fendi, this now iconic strap that I picked up in London and sold to Claire from Claire Louise Luxe and Amelia from Amelia Rose's Closet. This one I envisaged, oh God. I thought about it going with my beautiful Galusha Petite Peekaboo and another purchase that I have made. I'm not sure if you'll see it before or after this video, so I'm not going to mention it. You'll just have to subscribe so that you don't miss out on anything. The beauty of this strap is that you can change it from being a fuchsia and kind of bronze to a more neutral toned tobacco colour, simply by the use of this mechanism on the strap. Again, it's all detailed in the unboxing, so if you want details, go watch the unboxings. The next piece comes from Longchamp, and I purchased this in the Charles de Gaulle airport. It took me quite by surprise, actually. I saw this beautiful canvas tote with black leather trimming, piping and base. I love the fact that it was pretty Longchampy, but not, what do you say? This is more like, it fits with my lifestyle more, being in a subtropical climate, than what some of the nylon ones do. And you might say, oh, why is that? And I'm like, well, because it's more beachy vibes, it's more neutral tones, it kind of blends in with things. And when I have a tote, I don't necessarily want to be thinking about, particularly for work and holidays and things, does it go? I want to be able to just pick it up and run with it, hence why my monogram pieces do so well. So this one, yeah, really struck me. I love the texture of it. I think that it'll work well in my wardrobe, and yeah, that's why I just thought, why not grab it now in Paris? And we're still going. Next, I have this gorgeous little Pico baguette from Fendi. Again, I picked this one up in London. I was surprised that they actually had it. Oh, I've still got stickers on that. Look at that, see? That's how manic the last month or so has been, is that I really haven't even had a chance to get up close and personal with these pieces, because they've just been unboxed, packed up, and then, you know, on to the next location. So hence why doing a lot of my unboxings on location was really about two things. One, kind of giving you an opportunity to see where I was, but two, giving me the opportunity to be able to unbox things without rushing, and before I kind of, you know, pass the package on to housekeeping, so to speak. So this one, I have the Pico Peekaboo as well, and I'm really glad that I was able to get the baguette in London of all places. I mean, it makes sense because it's probably not something that people in London would, you know, be dying to purchase, as opposed to me here in the subtropical climate. But I had to choose between the two of them because I couldn't have everything when they originally came out, and now I'm glad to say I can have them all. Right, the next piece comes from Fendi in London as well, and it is my fabulous Fox Fendi First. This one, Fendi don't do Fox anymore. There's a number of theories why that might be the case. However, it is a material that they do very, very well. And the Fox Fendi Firsts came out in the spring, summer and fall, winter and cruise collections last year. So this is a year old, this piece. And I heard that Fox was being discontinued with the recent Made to Orders and World of Fendi here in Australia before we went away, and I was like, oh no, I've missed out. And so I asked, everywhere I went, I asked, and the fabulous Shao from Fendi New Bond Street did his best to chase this beauty up. I was looking at this one or the mint. The mint was totally sold out, but this one he was able to find, and I just love the kind of ombre finish on it, and it's just the perfect purple. And I bought so much purple from Cruise last year that this one fits perfectly into my collection. I'm going to throw a couple of touristy bits in here as well because I really love them. And you know, they're not luxury designer pieces, but they are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so this first one my husband and I purchased in Rome. And it is a kind of acrylic on canvas of a beautiful little restaurant on the piazza. And it just captured our experience of wandering the streets in Rome. So that's one that I will definitely get framed. We have a wall where we kind of pick up pictures, prints or paintings from our travels, if we can find ones that appeal to us. This next one comes from Taormina, and the artist actually had it already framed it, and we asked him if he could take it out so that we could buy it. And it's so beautiful. I loved the pink tones in it. I love the fact it's got Mount Etna in the background. It's like wandering through the back streets of the city. It's just gorgeous, and the pink skies and the pink flowers. It's just stunning. So I'm so glad that he was able to take that out of its frame for us so that we could have it here at our home. And the final one I picked up on a bridge in Paris. I don't think it was the Pont Neuf. I'm not sure which one it was, but here it is. And it's just gorgeous. And these will all make beautiful additions to our little travel gallery in our kitchen area, which, yeah, I love that part of holidays because I always look back and I know exactly where we were when we purchased it. I think it's great to support local artists. And yeah, I'm not an art connoisseur, but I know what evokes a memory, and these certainly do. Next, from Louis Vuitton, I have the gifts that our beautiful sales associate, Catherine, thank you, provided to us in Place Vendôme, which was a luggage tag with the Place Vendôme hot stamp on. I did ask for the luggage tag that I'd brought with me to be stamped. I did not expect that she was going to gift us not one, but two beautiful luggage tags with hot stamps on them. So absolutely just, you know, overwhelmed with the generosity. It just made it even more magical. And we received these the day after, so we didn't even know to say thank you in person. So we're able to do that by sending on our thanks. Okay, back to Taormina, the gorgeous Louis Vuitton wicker capucine bag that took me quite by surprise. And again, you know, relationships with salespeople, I think people genuinely think that salespeople don't care, and I think it's their business to care because that's how they make money. And this was a perfect example of that. I'd been up to the Louis Vuitton boutique. It's a pop-up boutique. Just the day before, I couldn't shop, but I was carrying my Fendi baguette, which got well used over my holiday, and I will do a, you know, review on the bags I took and if I'd recommend them. And because it's like a raffia woven nature, they noticed it, and lots of people commented on it and loved it. And so the next day when this bag arrived, they were like, something's come in and we think you will love it. Now, I hadn't spent a lot of time with them the day before, but they had obviously noticed what I was interested in, and this is a bag that if you know, you know, it doesn't just pop up in the Louis Vuitton stores. It generally has to be pre-ordered, and it's really hard to find. And all of the people that I know who have this bag pre-ordered it, or were lucky enough to find it on location in Saint-Tropez or other areas, just like I was. So it is a glorious bag. There's an unboxing on location in Taormina. Go watch it if you want to see close-ups. Now, I did not buy this beautiful little trunk. It was gifted to Meredith and I when we visited the Louis Vuitton house in Agnières, but I've used it to put all of my little jewellery pieces in that I picked up on holiday. The first piece is this gorgeous bracelet from Roger Vivier, and I bought this one in London when I picked up the pumps. It's just so extra. It's so beautiful. It's really comfortable to wear. It's leather and like crystals, and it makes a statement. I couldn't not take it with me. There are a few options, but that was the one that I just had to have. Next, in my little trunk of treasures are these stunning Chanel drop earrings with this green crystal feature, pearls and pave crystal CCs. I wore these to the Moulin Rouge. I love green jewellery. I would love real emeralds one day. I would want to wear them for everyday wear, and that's the problem with that kind of investment. I would want to wear them every day, but emeralds are more brittle and can't really be worn every day. So things like earrings are probably the best, and occasional jewellery is the best for emeralds. And so these are not emeralds. Yes, they cost a fortune because they're Chanel. However, for me to buy these in a fine jewellery piece would just be insanely expensive. So these are times when I believe that costume jewellery is still very much worth it. Also from Chanel Rue Cambon, I picked up these little earrings as well. Let me see if I can figure out how to show them to you. They are, I've got them around the wrong way. They are ear jackets. So the stud sits on the front of your ear and the little chat and knell sits behind your ear, so they kind of poke out from underneath. And I, after having my Maria Tash piercings, which are also a part of this whole, see Tash Rook up here and my little thirds. There's close-ups of these in the unboxings. To wear an ear jacket when you have like multiple piercings, there we go. They actually look really lovely, and I proved this when I tried it out wearing my Louis Vuitton kind of ear jackets. They're called the cruiser earrings on the day that we went to Agnières and received these. So again, if you want to see those, you got to go watch the videos. That's what it's all about. So I was really happy with those earrings. And then the final jewellery item, and again earrings, came from Dior, and these are the tribals with the Eiffel Tower. Let's see if I can get that to stop spinning. So it's like a little pave crystal Eiffel Tower with pearls. These come with, you know, one little plain pearlescent stud on the one ear, and then obviously this feature earring for the other ear. Yeah, I just, you know, I'm in Dior, I'm in Paris, I'm on holidays. Of course I'm going to buy some kind of souvenir. Of course I am. It was a very Louis Vuitton heavy holiday, this one. I just have to put it out there. And a friend of mine, Nadia, and I were talking about that and said, you know, it's probably because Louis Vuitton is a travel brand. Something about it appeals to you more, perhaps when you're on holiday. Anyway, that was my experience. So this is my Horizon suitcase. Again, you'll see the unboxing, but when I knew that we were going to have a VIP shopping appointment, I didn't really have any ideas of what I wanted. But when we arrived in Paris, I had to break into my rollerboard suitcase because the combination lock wasn't opening and all my goodies were in there. So I cut it open around the zipper with a pair of nail scissors, and I'm like, well, that has decided it for me. I've always wanted a piece of Louis Vuitton luggage. I now need a new rollerboard suitcase. Why wouldn't I buy it in Paris? Why wouldn't I get the hot stamp, you know, for Place Vendôme, because I've never done that, you know, on location before. There we go again. And yeah, now I can start, you know, kind of adding little mementos to this case as it travels with me around the world. You know, I'm thinking stickers and all the things. Anyway, it just turned out to be the perfect piece to purchase from that day. As I said, I bought some fragrance as well, but I was able to pack it up and bring all of my valuables home with me in this beautiful suitcase, along with my GM Neverfull, and yeah, it was just a perfect thing to purchase in Paris from Louis Vuitton. But again, from Louis Vuitton, purchased in Rome, no doubt. I scoured the world for this, and only after my fabulous subscriber Alicia alerted me to its very existence did I go on the hunt. And as I've mentioned in the unboxing, my fab friend Nadia, who was in Rome before me, was able to suss out if they could get it in Rome, because I was unable to secure it for our Paris visit. And so here it is, my perfect petite malle. This is a lilac ostrich petite malle with light gold hardware. It is just divine. It has made this, you know, however long wait that I have been waiting to get one of these so worth it. I'm so happy that I got to have the experience in Rome and that friends were involved in helping me to source this. It's just, you know, amazing. So super grateful that I was able to pick that one up in Rome. And I think it turned out to be better than picking it up in Paris, because the VAT refund is better in Italy. And finally, the one that everybody was like, what the hell, Dale? You hate Hermes, you don't like their bags, you don't like them. And I'm saying, hey, I got offered a quota bag, and literally the unboxing for this just went live this morning, and I'm now filming this video. This is my Birkin 30 Invert Comics with palladium hardware. It really is difficult with this lighting to show it to you, but I will be doing more videos on this bag, just as I get more and more experience with it. But this was just one of those things that if someone puts something in front of you that you didn't ask for, and you know it's super hard to get, and you know that you would never be in a position to ever, you know, just go to a store and pick one up, or that you would never be motivated enough at all ever to purchase one pre-loved or play the game or the journey, which none of those things ever appealed to me. It was just something I was just not interested in doing. Like, to me, it's just absurd. I hate the whole process. To not have to do that, and to be tagging along with a friend, and to have a bag you never asked for plonked in front of you that appeals to you, number one, because of the colour, number two, because of the exclusivity and the hype around it, and number three, the fact that you're in Paris and, you know, you're on holiday and this crazy thing is happening and you're with a good friend. You're crazy if you're going to tell me that you go, yeah, no, regardless of what you think about Hermes and, you know, and whether you like it or not, or whether you think that you would turn it down. For me, honestly, the thing that got me across the line were the comps. I'm just like, I don't want to leave here and not close out this experience, but I'm comfortable that if my mind changes, this is a bag I know at the moment is selling for, you know, 2.5 times what I'm going to pay for it. So it's a safe bet. It's a safe bet. So I took the bet, and no regrets. If you want to see my story time and unboxing, they will be also linked below. But yeah, I finished the trip with this baby in my shopping cart, and no regrets. So look, it's a massive haul. It's ridiculous. I did not plan any of this except for this, I would say, because this was paid for before I left, and I was definitely going to be checking out Roger Vivier. But everything else was literally It came up in front of me in the right place at the right time, and I was open to it and I bought it, and I think that's the best way to shop. A lot of people are much more structured, have lists and, you know, consciously looking at strategically looking at where to buy to save the most money, all that kind of thing. Look, I think that there's absolutely makes sense if you have things that you want. I don't like shopping like that. I'm someone who likes to be taken in the moment. I like to discover things. That's why I don't like shopping vlogs. I don't do seasonal reviews. I rarely watch runways. I like to be taken by what I discover, and holidays are perfect for that. Because if I wouldn't buy it, if I wasn't going to get it cheaper or on a VAT refund, then I probably shouldn't be buying it anyway. That's my logic. So yeah, there you go. You asked for it. I have delivered the holiday haul. Tell me what your favorite pieces are. I would love to hear from you, you know, out of all of those videos, all of those unboxings and locations, your favorite pieces, and perhaps your favorite of my travel vlogs as well, the favorite location that I went to. I'd love to have that feedback on board for next time, if there is a next time. I'll be recovering from this one for quite a while. Give this video a thumbs up if you've liked it, and please consider subscribing. To all of those who've subscribed so far and helped me to achieve the fantastic, like, elusive 10,000 subscribers. It's been a long time coming. Thank you so much for being here. I cannot believe that if I put 10,000 people in a stadium and they all subscribe to me, that would actually be a thing, and it is a thing, and it's thanks to you, and I'm just so glad that we can connect, not just you and me, but you with each other, and it's so endearing and such a great part of this community. So yeah, thanks so much for doing that. And if you want to be a part of it, please, as I said, consider subscribing and joining the fun. I usually put out videos twice a week, Wednesdays and Sundays, sometimes some extras if I have time and content. So if you'd like to come back for more, please do so. Until then, ciao.